Wow, you are welcome to this presentation, and I'm introducing to you a new topic, none other than series and sequences. You're welcome. This is Algebra 2 Mathematics channel, and please, if you're on this channel, kindly subscribe, turn on the bell button so that you are notified whenever I upload a video, like and share. So now let us dive in, and please endeavor to watch up to the end for better understanding. In this video, I'm introducing to you the top series and sequences, and below here we have our learning outcomes. I'll try to break them down into simpler statements which can easily be achieved, so that by the end of this topic you should be able to, we have part A, recognize the difference between a sequence and series. That's for part A, so we shall cover that for the very first time. Then we have part B. We shall be able to recognize an arithmetic progression, which is the AP. Then part C, find the nth term of an arithmetic progression. Also, we shall find the sum of an arithmetic progression, recognize a geometric progression, and this is the GP. Then also we shall understand how we can find the terms or a term, the nth term of a geometric progression, the GP. We shall find the sum to infinity of a GP, so this one is not there, of a GP with the common ratio when the common ratio R is less than 1, and for when the common ratio is greater than 1. We shall also understand the summation notation for the sum of series. Then be familiar with standard formula of for these expressions, and still under the GP. We shall prove expressions by mathematical induction. Then part K shall apply the GP and AP to solve word problems or real life problems. We shall also cover it. Then lastly, we shall cover the binomial expressions or expansions. In this presentation, let us have the introduction to series and sequences. So we are having an introduction here, and we have begun by defining a sequence, which reads that a sequence is a set of numbers stated in a definite order such that each number forming a set can be obtained from the previous one according to some rules or some rule. For example, we have part A and B as the examples we are using, whereby we have this set containing these members, the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. Then part B, we have 1, -1, 1, -1, 1, and so on, like that. So there is a difference between a sequence and a series. So a series is obtained by adding up all the terms of a sequence. For example, when you have the U1, U2, U3 up to the UN as our sequence, then the series can be obtained from the above sequence by simply summing up the terms, whereby we have the U1 plus U2 plus U3 plus data until we have the last term. Still, from the example of the sequence above, it is very possible to give a formula for the general or nth term for each of the above series. For example, for part A, remember we have this set for part A, and when we look at them, we see that they are even numbers, whereby for us to generate these even numbers, we have to use the formula, which is the 2n, whereby the n equals to 1, 2, 3 to infinity. Then for part B, the sequence in part B can be generated using the formula that -1 into the power n plus 1, whereby still our n equals to the 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And we are saying that if the sequence ends after a certain number of terms, then it is said to be a finite sequence. So on the other hand, a sequence which continues indefinitely is said to be infinite. So when a sequence does not end, simply it means that it proceeds without ending. Then we are calling it to be a kind of infinite sequence. Thanks for watching. See you again, and endeavor to subscribe to Algebra 2 Mathematics channel. Please like, share, and comment. Next time we shall begin on the AP